Hey, what's going on, guys? So I was on A-Main Hobbies the other day and I was in their clearance section, which is kind of the more dangerous section of the website, and saw that the MST CMX RTR, which is normally $300, was on sale for $219. And I just figured, you know what, let me just check it out. And actually with A-Main's coupons, it was $20 off any order over $200, so it actually came out to under $200, so I really couldn't resist just checking out what you get from a name brand company with, you know, good part support from A-Main and other manufacturers. You know, what you get for under $200. So I'm gonna unbox this and just give you my first impressions, then take it out for a drive, and then kind of, you know, let you know what I think of this truck at its price point. So here's the box, and I've actually gone ahead and just taken everything out because unboxing this was kind of a nightmare. It's just everything was zip tied together, so I decided to pull it out off camera. So here's what you get in the box. You get a manual with some extra stickers. You get some body posts because the body is actually does not actually have holes for posts yet. You just have to kind of put it in these cut these dimples out. You also get some extra body accessories like mirrors, a snorkel, running guards, things like that. You get instructions just for the body on how to put it together. And what I didn't realize is you actually get the inner fenders for the body as well. So they mount to the chassis and you just cut them out and they'll hopefully protect your chassis from getting too much dirt. And finally, you have some extra hardware and tools here. Things like battery strap, this extra bumper, which I'm not actually sure what it's for. But I guess we'll find out. So that's kind of all the other accessories that you get with the truck. Now this is the main chassis here. This is with the body on top. And I think it looks awesome. I really like the shorter wheelbase, kind of more true to scale look of these trucks over something like a TRX-4 or SCX-10. And so that's why I decided to go with this. And the body is actually super well detailed right here. As you can see, it's got hard plastic grille with LED buckets. It's got a lot of nice detail everywhere. So I really like this body. Now this is a transmitter. The transmitter is a little cheap, but you know, kind of get what you pay for at this price point, I think. It does sound a little rattly, a little plasticky, and it's fairly basic. It is a 3-channel, but your 3rd channel is just this one button, it looks like. And then these are your 4 trim buttons here. So it worked. I'm assuming it works, but that's what you get. And this is a chassis, so it does come with Hobbywing 1060 ESC, as well as a Savok servo and a mid-motor transmission, which is why it's called the CMX. So I think almost everything in this is going to be plastic. The frame rails are metal, but I think some of the gears inside are plastic because I've seen a Metal Gear upgrade kit for this. The links on the bottom are all plastic, the skid plate is plastic, the axle housings, drive shafts, everything is going to be plastic here, and the whole truck also rides on bushings and not bearings. So I think in something, you know, this small and that's going to be going pretty slow, you're not going to be bashing this. I think bushings are fine, but you know, that's something that you could probably upgrade later. Overall, I really like this truck. It feels really nice. You know, the plastic quality feels pretty decent. And the only thing that I would probably change off the bat is these wheels and tires are 1.9. So I'm not really sure why MST put 1.9 inch wheels on such a small crawler. I think 1.55 would have made a lot more sense. And the tires are also only 3.5 inches in diameter, so they're pretty small diameter tire with a pretty large diameter wheel, so you get a smaller sidewall. So I think, you know, this would be something that I would want to upgrade. Other than that, you know, I think at least initial impressions, for under $200, I think you're getting a whole lot. Especially, I mean, just with this body alone, I think it kind of makes everything worth it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the body posts on, put all the accessories on the body, put an XT60 connector in place of this Dean's, and take it out for some running videos. Alright, so final thoughts on the MST CMX. It's a lot of fun. It's not a crazy rock crawler, but as a trail rig, it's super fun. Just to drive around, I took it on a lot of different terrain like sand, dirt, light, small amount of rocks, and it's just really fun to watch it bounce around and, you know, get that really scale realistic look. Several things I want to point out. This is the finished truck, and it took a few hours to actually get everything put together. So it's not just ready to run out of the box. You're gonna need something like a body reamer to make the holes for all the body accessories as well as the body posts, and just tinkering around with the body and getting the height set properly took a while. The other big thing was the fenders. Now these fenders took forever to cut out. They're some really thick Lexan, and just trying to do the score and snap method of pulling them apart took just a really long time. But I drove this through a lot of sand, and it's not too dirty, you know, like I think the fenders did a good job of containing the dirt, so it was nice to see that they included it. The other thing that I did change was I put this Velcro strap through the battery tray, through the holes that it already has in here, that you can kind of see in there. I just fed that through because I thought it did a better job of holding the battery down than the supplied bands. Other than that, you know, it's gonna stay fully stocked, and I think it's just a super fun truck for someone, you know, looking for something very scale. And eventually I do want to put some LEDs on it, but other than that, I think it's just awesome. And for $200 or around that $200 price point, I don't think you can go wrong with this. yeah, if you can get this around the $200 price point, I would highly recommend it. For $300, I think it's a little expensive. It starts getting near some of the other RTR vehicles, but for $200, you know, I mean, I love this truck. This is the FMS Hilux, and this was $170. So, I mean, $30 difference for a much bigger truck that's certainly more capable than the Hilux. You know, I don't think you go wrong. And yeah, the Hilux does have a hard body and a full interior and everything, but you know, I think I'd rather still have the MST for the $30 price difference. Or put it a different way, even crazier, the Kyosho Mini Z 4x4, which I have back there. Also hard body, sure, but it's a 1/24th scale truck and that costs $200. So I mean, for the price, I don't think you can go wrong with this at all. It's just something awesome to have as, you know, a backup vehicle. You can just leave it in your car, and if something else breaks, then you have this as a backup. Or, you know, something that you lend out to other people, maybe get them into the hobby, or it would be a great gift as well for someone who's just starting out in the hobby. So I'll put a link down below to A-Main Hobbies. Hopefully it's still on sale. I know this blue one went back up to $300, but the gray one, as of the time of this filming, was still on sale for $209.99. So if you can pick one up, I think it'd be a great gift for someone to get them into the hobby. And, you know, A-Main does still have their $30 off a $300 order. So, you know, maybe just add $90 worth of a charger and a few batteries. Just get them fully set and ready to go out of the box, and you have an awesome package for $300. Well, I guess $270 after the coupon, right? So anyway, those are my thoughts. Let me know what you think down below if you made it this far. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.